Most diesel drivers don't know that they're damaging their engine slowly by doing a few everyday things that don't seem to hurt it. Diesel engines are strong, dependable, and made to last a long time, but only if you take good care of them. The way you drive can either make your engine last 500,000 miles or break it before it even gets to 100,000 miles. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 surprisingly common ways that people drive that hurt their diesel engines. Most people don't even realize they're doing them. That is the movie you should not miss if you drive a diesel. First, let's talk about the habit of taking lots of short trips. Diesel engines are made to run hot, and they need time to get to their full working temperature before they can do their job. Your engine might never get hot enough if you always make short trips, like going a few miles to work, getting food, or leaving the kids off at school. That leads to trouble. Big ones. To begin, it causes carbon to build up in the EGR system, which is what recycles exhaust fumes. This increase slows down the engine over time, which leads to problems with the engine. Not only that, the diesel particle filter DPF can't properly regenerate when the car only goes on short trips. Soot and unburned fuel build up in the filter, which leads to jams and back pressure. The oil comes next. If you don't let your engine warm up, humidity and unburned fuel can mix with the oil. This makes the oil less effective at protecting your engine and speeds up wear. In short, diesel engines die quietly when they're used for short trips. To give your diesel engine enough time to warm up and do its job right, try to schedule your trips so that they last longer. The second bad habit is leaving your diesel engine running for long amounts of time. A lot of diesel owners think that running is safe or even good for the engine. Trucks don't move all the time after all, right? But the truth is that running for too long can really hurt your car. The fuel doesn't burn well when your diesel engine sits idle for too long. Carbon builds up on your valves and injectors, which makes them wear out faster and lowers their performance. It also makes soot build up in your DPF faster than usual, which means you'll have to regenerate it more often, or worse, buy a new one, which will cost a lot. But fuel dispersion is the most important problem. At low RPMs, like when the engine is cold and idle, fuel can get past the piston rings and into the oil. This makes the oil less thick, which makes it less effective at protecting and lubricating engine parts. Not good. So turn off the engine if you're going to be still for a while. It keeps your engine running longer and uses less gas. The third habit is one that is very easy to forget, which can be very bad. There are a lot of diesel drivers who think they can go 10,000 to 15,000 miles without changing the oil. They think this because diesel engines are built to last and new synthetic oils are better. Really, that's what the store or guidebook says most of the time. But let me tell you the truth. That's way too long if you care about the long-term health of your diesel engine. Diesel engines are under a lot more stress and run hotter than gas engines. Your oil does more than just keep moving parts smooth. It has to deal with soot, fuel loss from sitting, and chemical waste from pollution systems like the EGR and DPF. It takes time for these contaminants to build up, and even the best synthetic oil can't protect the engine as well as it used to. So how often should you change the oil? Stick to every 5,000 to 7,000 miles. More often if you tow, take short trips, let the engine idle a lot, or drive in dusty or rough conditions. That's the best level of oil and dirt for keeping your engine clean. Do not wait until the oil looks dirty. That happens quickly with diesel engines, and that's fine. There's something wrong that you can't see. Microscopic wear, acidity, and fuel loss are all problems. The fourth habit is next. It is hard to speed up when the engine is still cold. Think about this. The diesel has been sitting all night, so when you start it up, the oil is cold and thick. Then you speed up on the highway. Bad things are going to happen next. The oil hasn't gone around the engine all the way when it's cold. That means that important parts like the engine, valves, and cylinder walls are not properly oiled. Can cause damage like scoring, burning, and wear over time. Additionally, diesel engines work with a lot of compression, so the extra stress of speeding up at full power before they're ready only makes things worse. It's mostly the turbo that gets hit here. Running it hard before it's been oiled can greatly shorten its life because it spins at such high speeds. So what's the answer? Easy. Before you use the throttle, be careful until the engine is fully warmed up. That gives the oil time to spread out and do its job. There's a big difference in this small change. The fifth habit is one that even experienced drivers often forget: not giving the turbo time to cool down. When you come back from a long drive, towing, or going fast, your turbo is really hot. If you turn off the engine right away, the oil in the turbo gets pretty hot. It's called oil coking, and it makes hard carbon layers that block oil channels, slow cooling, and damage the turbo bearings over time. As soon as your turbo stops working, you'll have to pay a lot of money to fix it. The good news is that it's simple to avoid. After going hard, just let the engine run for 30 to 60 seconds. This keeps oil moving through the turbo and lets it cool down slowly. which keeps it from coking and extends its life. This is why some diesel cars have turbo timers, but if yours doesn't, letting it run for a short time can still help. Nonchalance about fuel quality is a bonus habit. There are different kinds of diesel fuel, and using bad or dirty diesel can ruin your engine from the inside out. Fuel that isn't clean can clog your injectors, hurt your high-pressure fuel pump, and make sludge build up in your filters. This is especially dangerous because it causes the fuel system to rust and the fuel to burn poorly. Not all gas stations sell safe fuel, either. Some skimp on maintenance or use old tanks. That's why it's important to only buy diesel from gas places you can trust. Use fuel additives if you need to, and drain your water filter often. Clean, pressure fuel is what diesel engines need to work right, so make sure you give them the best. It may not seem like a big deal, but short trips, too much running, hard acceleration when cold, turning off a hot turbo, and using bad fuel are 5 habits that can cause diesel engines to break down early. The good news is that you can avoid all of them. Take good care of your diesel and it will give you good speed, power, and a long life. Now you know the 5 bad habits you should not have if you want your turbo diesel to last. To get more tips on how to take care of your car, click the like button and follow. Good job if you made it this far. Thanks for watching.